Everybody out for a homecoming crowd.
Look at the effort right there out of Niall Diggs to start the ball game. Number 32, that's the first possession. We're 3 and out on the defensive side of the ball. They punt the football. We get good field position. Here we come out in that 4 wide out offense you talked about. D. Miller, number 15. You know, you play 4 wide receivers, you're going to get single coverage. You're going to get man coverage across the board.
14 yards on the pickup.
And also there's some running lanes inside. We ran the ball pretty effectively out of the 4 wide out offense.
Afraid of that pass, and then you'd send it on the ground to Michael Wiley. He takes up a chunk of 11 yards there.
And Joe's got plenty of time to throw the ball, and down the middle to David Boston. David again had single coverage. Number 22 is an outstanding football player for the Gophers there. Was trying to cover David man for man. It's a hard assignment.
Another outstanding athlete on the field just happens to play for the Gophers. Luke Leverson, 22 yards on the pickup here. He had a 100-yard receiving day.
He's a good football player. I thought their quarterback showed a lot of poise. He's a freshman football player, did a nice job. Here's another guy that had a good ball game. Damon Moore, number 13, our senior safety right there out of Fostoria, having a big year for us.
Big hit forces a 24-yard field goal from the Gophers, and 7-3 is the score at that point. OSU in the lead.
And we come out of here again. Good play action, good fake right there by Joe. Play action pass. Got the ball to David. David makes the defensive back miss him, picks up another 5 yards.
17 total on that play, and then it's Michael Wiley again on the ground.
A little draw play again. When you throw the football, you loosen up and makes your running lanes, inside running lanes, I think, open up a little quicker.
15 yards for Wiley, and then it's Wiley again on the ground. This is a big one.
Again, a little draw play. We've got Michael outside. He uses his speed, a little stiff arm. Good second effort right there. It takes a couple of them to knock him out of bounds.
37 yards on the pickup, and next play, something that nobody expected with 4 wideouts in the game.
4 wideouts, and again, a little draw play. Great call right there by Mike Jacobs, the offensive coordinator. We had 4 wide receivers, a 3rd down play. Again, got their skill people spread across the field and ran the draw play to Matt Keller there for the touchdown.
14-3 Ohio State after quarter number 1. We go to quarter number 2, and defense once again.
Come on, defense. Our defense is really playing good, but we can play better. That's Andy Katzenmoyer, number 45. That's a good thing about it. We're not satisfied giving up 13 points. Here's a great play. Joe has plenty of time, gets the ball back in and throws a little post right there to David Boston. Comes right back again. Good protection. Comes right back with the same pattern. David catches this one and turns it into a touchdown. That's a great athlete making a very athletic play right there, Jeff.
53 yards, 2nd touchdown of the day for Boston.
Come on, defense. Niall Diggs. Niall continues to play real good football for us. Number 32. Had 3 sacks during the ball game.
Loss of 5 on that one. And then Kevin Griffin. Don't see him catch too many balls, but like to see that.
Captain Kevin Griffin. He's a captain of our special teams. Got some playing time. Kenyon Rambo sprained his ankle a little bit. How about Joe Montgomery here, number 33? Tough man to bring down.
Man, 30 yards on the pickup, and you go right back to the well again.
Bring it back. Go ahead. You got to play work and do it again. Good blocking. That's a nice block by our fullback right there, Jamar Martin, out of Canton McKinley High School, and Joe Montgomery from Chicago, number 33, puts the ball in the end zone.
That's a 21-3 count there, and then Michael Wiley once again on the ground. Another big pickup.
Watch those guards pull. That's a nice job. Nice block by Matt Keller. Got Michael outside and right down the sideline there, a big gainer.
That sets up a 19-yard Dan Stoltz field goal here and a 31-3 lead for the Buckeyes.
Now they come out here throwing. That's a well-executed play. They got a little, what we call a little pick route. Number 4 fake like he was going to run a slant, came back outside, went out and up on Antoine and got the touchdown.
Yep, and you add a 32-yard field goal to that, and it's 31-13 as they go to the break. Ohio State on top of Minnesota. Jim Carsados getting the last word. Now, you didn't let him do that, did you?
I didn't let him do that. You know, we played pretty good in the first half.
Yeah.
We had over 400 yards total offense. That might be a school record. I don't know if we've ever done that since I've coached here now. 402 yards total offense. A little bit disappointed we let them score right before halftime, though.
Yeah, and that's probably something that you said to them at the break when you went in?
Well, no. I'll tell you what happened at halftime. Fred Puggis and the defensive staff made some adjustments. I think they had like 2 yards in the 3rd quarter. Fred does a great job with the defense, you know, and shutting down what they've hurt us with in the first half.
Well, we'll see if the Buckeyes respond in the 3rd quarter. I have an idea they will. These second half highlights open up in the 3rd quarter. Offensively, a complete pass from Joe Germain to Michael Wiley.
We want to get Joe and first unit offense back in the ball game there to start the second half, get some positive yards. And Michael again does a nice job catching the short pass over the middle. Nice job running the football after the catch.
17 yards on the pickup, and then Joe Germain, tough play here.
Yeah, and their defensive back made a great play. That's a little, what we call a little lob route right there, a fade route to D. Miller, and number 2 took the ball away from D. Now they come back. Now, I'll tell you who played a good second half was Plummer, number 19. We made some adjustments again. Keep the ball in front of you. Good play action fake. David Boston again, number 9, makes a nice move after he caught the ball and picked up another 3 or 4 or 5 yards.
14 completion on that play, and Montgomery once again on the ground.
The offensive line is doing a nice job blocking for the running, not only the running plays, but for the passing game. I think the offensive line really made improvement from the Illinois game to the game this week.
22 yards for Montgomery, and then it's Keller again.
Good effort. Matt Keller came real close to putting that one in the end zone. Matt wanted that one, too. We're getting a good year out of Matt Keller, number 23 from Moeller High School.
If he got another touchdown in the same game, he wouldn't know what to do with himself. So it's Michael Wiley taking it in.
Little weak side sweep, and Michael, number 5, put the ball in the end zone.
38-13, OSU over Minnesota at that point. Up top again, Mr. Boston.
We got again our first unit offense in the ball game, and David Boston again ran what we call a little comeback route. Chuck Stobart coaches those wide receivers. Had a good week of preparation this week.
10 yards on that pickup.
Again, now we threw that one. That's not like Joe. He threw that one into double coverage. We had the tailback open coming out of the backfield. If they're going to double the wide receiver, if somebody's open. How about Niall Diggs again, number 32? Got him blitzing up the middle. He's got great speed, and he sacked the quarterback. Got 3 sacks, as I mentioned earlier, in the ballgame.
4-yard loss on that play. Boston goes into positive yardage here. 38 yards, best catch of the day, I think.
That's the best catch of the day. Very, very athletic catch, and Joe did a nice job laying that one up. You got one-on-one coverage, lay it up like that, and let the wide receiver make the play.
Third quarter ends 38-13, and then Dan Stoltz, you don't like this for the conference.
Nope, we don't like missing a makeable field goal like that. That was a 38-yard field goal?
Yes, it was.
We got to make those. We got to make those. We'll get after those this week in practice. See, they're trying that a little hitch and go, and if you're playing man coverage, that's a tough pass to stop. Wide receiver makes a nice catch. Gary Berry knocks him out of bound.
Niall Diggs once again.
Niall, number 32 again right there. 52 would be James Cotton, young outside linebacker, young defensive end, having a good year. Here's again is Plummer. I mentioned Plummer. That's we were doubling that wide receiver. He had a good ball game. We put double coverage on him, and Plum makes a play. Jeff, this is the most disappointing thing that happened in the ball game. Cannot get a kick block. We spend too much time on punt protection and things like that. That's embarrassing.
Results in a safety there, and the final points from Minnesota. 15 on the board for them at that point.
And here the defense again for the 3rd week in a row. Jerry Brzezinski hits the quarterback just as he released the ball. And Central McCullough, number 20. Central takes the ball up the sideline there. Got some nice blocking. The blocks don't show there in your picture, but got some nice blocks, and Central put the ball in the end zone.
First career interception.
First career interception. Obviously his first touchdown, and a little pep rally. And Fred Puckett likes to talk about the defense having a pep rally in the end zone.
And no penalties on that pep rally. I like that one.
See, there's Plum again.
Not for lack of action to Plummer's side.
That's the adjustment they made at halftime. Let them complete the short pass and come up and make the tackle. Just like that. See, that's another job, good job by Antoine Winfield. That's a 4th down play, incomplete pass, and that's the old ball game. The other good thing about it, we had an opportunity to play a lot of young football players. The second offense, the second defense got in the ball game quite a bit, and I don't think, Jeff, we had any serious injuries during the game.
Well, that's a good thing we hope for every week. Minnesota coach Glenn Mason, you ruined his homecoming there. He's a former player and coach here.
And a good football coach. I thought his team was very, very well prepared. They played hard, particularly, I think, on the defensive side of the ball. I think they had